Alright you guys, I'm making puff pastry for berry pizza. What I have here, I'm using Pepperidge Farm puff pastry sheet. You're going to need one sheet for the box. Let it thaw uncounted for 40 minutes. Meanwhile, I already preheat the oven for 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to make sure it's always preheated while waiting for it. And then we're ready to go. Now when the pastry is ready to thaw on the counter, after it's just about 40 minutes, let me just flour your cutting board. And oh yeah, don't forget to flour your pins with your rolling pin and your hands on it. Let's just take the pastry, has been ready to thaw here. Open to unfold. I'm just gonna give you this one. Right, just unfold to open. Just slow down, not too fast. That's how you open up those pastry. Let's get this one. Roll your pin with your flour to cover. Let's roll with the puff pastry for 9 by 13 inch. Let's roll it together. Just keep it straight to roll that. I'm gonna check with the measurements. I'm gonna use it with the straps and measuring tape. I'm gonna see what we have here for it. That's about here. I'm gonna just test this one. I think that's about almost 12 and a half. I need 13 inch. Like I said, 9 by 13 inch rectangle. Yep, that is about 13 inch. And let's get this one. Okay, 9 by 13 inch. Perfect. And then you want to place it onto the cookie sheet lined with parchment paper, because the parchment paper will easy to release after it's just baking. I'm going to go ahead to use my rolling pin to roll it, move out the excess flour, and once you carefully lift it with the puff pastry, we want to slowly roll it back, just like you're making pie. Oh, this guy, parchment paper's got slips over. But I'm just gonna re-slide that back. Perfect, right in the middle of that. And we're going to pop this in the oven for 20 minutes. And then we're going to finish the rest. Now we're going to prepare for the cream cheese filling while the puff pastries were in the oven. I'm starting with, in a large bowl, we have 8 ounces packages of Philadelphia original cream cheese brought to room temperature. And we're going to put it in 1 cup of Cool Whip. Very fluffy Cool Whip. Oh, I love Cool Whip. Now to add some flavor, I'm using 2 teaspoons of strawberry extract and 1 teaspoon of raspberry extract. I'm going to cream this together until it gets nice and smooth. I'm going to use it with the wide whisk to break this cream cheese. It's very nice and smooth together for the cream cheese filling with the cream cheese, then Cool Whip with some strawberry and raspberry extract. We're going to set this aside and we're going to prepare for the 4 berry toppings. Next we're going to make 4 berry toppings. So in that, I already put in a half a cup of each of those fresh strawberries cut in half. I also put in fresh blueberries, fresh raspberry, and fresh blackberries. And I'm going to do that for 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar helps all the berries to prevent over rotting because it will stay fresh. And I'm also going to put 3/4 cup of granulated sugar just to give it much sweeter. And I'm just going to toss this around into a separate bowl, ready to coat this. So once it's all coated with those 4 berries, we're going to cover with some plastic wrap and then we're going to pop it into the refrigerator until it gets nice and cold. Alright, after it's just baked for 20 minutes in 400 degrees Fahrenheit, I just took out the oven. As you can see, the puff pastry just almost puffed over here to rise over here. It's almost grew so fast. And I'm going to let this cool on the rack and then we're going to assemble to make pizza. You see about the puff pastry is nice and golden brown all the way to cover. And if you know it's got puff over here, what I like to do, I can use it with the serrated knife, just like a bread knife, just like this one, and then just trim over here to open up those puff pastry. Right, you see how it goes there? Hopefully it's gonna be open up here. Oh, look at that. You can see I just open up those afters for the puff pastry pops out. I just put it back down and then I just carefully crunch it with my hands and then we'll be assembled to making a homemade fruit pizza. It's gonna be much dessert. Now we're going to assemble to make for 4-berry pizza. And here's the cream cheese filling. It's ready to spread it over here on top of the pastries. And I'm going to use it with a rubber spatula because offset spatula is hard to crunchily for the puff pastry. So I'm going to spread it over here, just pop it down. Once you spread with the cream cheese filling on top of the pastry, and now we're going to decorate with those berry toppings. You can see how cold it was. The sugar is melted, it dissolves in. And just use the spoon to give this for the decorations. You can see the sugar just melting just like a syrup. A simple syrup, whatever you call it. And here is the finished puff pastry for berry pizza. Great for the dessert pizzas. With the puff pastry, it's gonna be lots of berries. And if you're interested for more recipes, write me in the comments below. We're always for sharing. Subscribe my channel. Click the bell to see all notifications about new videos and the latest video. Always remember, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up for everyone. So I hope you're gonna love this. As always, enjoy for the 4-berry pizza with puff pastries. Thank you so much for watching.